What's going on, dudes? It's your boy Josh back here, and we're back for some Smite on Tuesday. This video's gonna be a little bit different to what I usually do. Usually I'll do a coaching video, but today we're gonna be doing a Susano, who's a new god who's released exactly a week ago. I suppose it's a highlights reel, and I've got a lot of information I want to portray in this video. This video's gonna be about 6 minutes long, that's what I'm hoping for. So there's a lot to talk about. Right, Susano, he's a physical assassin. He's absolutely strong as hell. Is the best way to put him. He has his 4 abilities. Let's go through his one. His one is called Storm Carter. It has 90% scaling. 90% scaling. Right. Let's get into the move itself. Like his move, which you're about to see on screen, has 3 steps. His first step is a cone attack. His second is a radial circular attack, and his third is a dash. So what you can find is that people can get straight in with the cone and the radial, and then use the dash and get straight back out. That's a lot of damage you can now put onto enemies. It is broken. At max rank, you get 210 base damage. And then on top of that, you can then go build a full power build with 90% scaling. And then you can end up with 600 damage per hit, which is absolutely madness. Because you can get basically 1200 free damage off on a squishy for doing nothing. This card is really good at turning battles, as you're about to see right now. And like that move right there, that's the next move we're going to talk about. That is Wind Siphon. Wind Siphon is a Nemesis cone. It's basically a Nemesis slice and dice remodel. If you're in the center, like with Nemesis, you will get massively slowed. With Susano, you get dragged towards Susano, basically. If you're on the outside, you get slowed, which I suppose it's a slight variation of Nemesis. It's got 120 base damage. It's fairly balanced, and it has a 25% scaling. So it's not actually the move that you want to be using for damage, I suppose is the best way to put it. His third move is his Jet Stream, and I don't think you saw that in the video yet. Jet Stream is basically a Humbat's monkey mixed with a Kukulkan tornado. So what Jet Stream does, you're about to see it now I think. No, it's not, I was trained with you all there. So what you do, you throw a little cloud ahead. You just saw it there. There we go. And you can teleport to it. If you teleport to it whilst there's an enemy there, the cooldown of that ability gets reduced to 6 seconds. Which is really good. Like that's pretty strong in itself. It has an 80 base damage, has 30% scaling, so it's not like overly powerful, but it does tick damage every 3/4 of a second for 3 seconds. Like, this play right here is hot as anything. I walked back in with basically 300 health. It was hot. It was really hot. His ultimate is called Typhoon. It has 140% scale. I want to get that out of the way first. What Typhoon does is he summons a hurricane which pulls enemies towards the center, and it also grows up to twice in size, which is absolutely crazy. If you then use the ability again, which is basically like a detonate, it then pushes that Typhoon forward, it knocks enemies up, and it has 375 base damage plus 140% scaling, so it can do a hell of a lot of damage. It is great CC. The move itself is absolutely fantastic. I'm completely fine. Like, the problem with Susano is his Storm Carter, but we're going to get into that in a sec after I talk about the build. The general build which I tend to go for is I tend to always start Transcendence, but that's just me. I love Transcendence starts because it gives a nice power spike. Who you gets fucked. Like, this guy's stupid. I then go into Warrior Sarbies for a little bit more power. Jotun's for the cooldown because his abilities with cooldown is really, really good. I then go into Bloodforge, which new Bloodforge is absolutely fantastic. Holy shit, like I love the new Bloodforge. It gives 70 power, 15% lifesteal still, but if you get a kill, you get a shield for, I believe it's 15 seconds. Which is absolutely crazy. Like that ability on its own is really good. And as you can see, I can clear up again. Well, an unofficial triple there. I then have 2 situational items. I usually go into Titans or Stonecutter's Sword, because they're both very good items for this god. And then I usually go into some defense. So we're looking at the Mantle of Discord, the Spirit Robe, or the Breastplate of Valor. And they are, like, that is Susano. Like, you can build him slightly tanky. I wouldn't go too tanky because he's very bursty, and you're basically wasting his burst if you do that. But anyway, why am I making this video? First impressions, he's completely broken. Like, High-Res need to get their shit together, to be honest, because this god needs such a nerf, and it's unreal. Like, I shouldn't be able to walk into, like, a Cupid ult like this, and be like, okay, that's gonna be nothing, and then go, okay, I'm gonna take the Thanatos, dash right in, and then drop the hold time, get that, and basically get a 1-tick. That was basically a free triple at 9 minutes in. Like, his Storm Carter's scaling is too ridiculous. The damage on it is ridiculous as well. Like, if they were to reduce the cooldown, not the cooldown, reduce the actual damage he did, and then decrease the scaling slightly, because if there was slightly less scaling, I feel like they're gonna be a lot more balanced. Because at the moment, he can get in, do 1200 damage to anybody. Like, you just saying, I basically just destroyed Cupid. Cupid had no chance right there. Granted, I died, but like the amount of health I did off him was ridiculous. Like, they need to reduce the scaling. When it comes to scaling out of base, what you've just seen on screen is me use his 3-1 combo. So basically, what you do, you drop your Jet stream down, you use Stormcarter, you use the cone and the radial in base. You then teleport to the jet stream and then use the dash and you get out of base really quickly. The cooldown is really good, especially if you're building for cooldown, because then you can get in and out really, really fast. And it's absolutely fantastic. Like this god, if you want to learn a god and you want to play a game which you're going to constantly win, then Susano is the god for that. Like he's really good. Like he's really strong. He's incredibly strong. Like if he doesn't get a massive nerf before he gets released into ranked, I'll be very surprised. But yeah, like I'm going to quickly talk about it. If you want to see these sort of victory screens all the time, Susano's the god to go to. I was going 16-1, 9-3, and things like I was getting crazy scores with this god. So if you want to pick up a new god and you want to learn an assassin, this is the god to go to. His victory screen is also epic. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you did like this video, don't forget to leave a like rating down below. If you want to see me to actually do a Susano full gameplay, then please let me know down in the comments. I think I've said everything. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. And I love you all, and thanks, and I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.